there, welcome to the Cruise Show. Richard and John here from Vision Cruise with half an hour's worth of cruising with P&O Cruises. A cruise line that's been sending people on cruise holidays now for 180 years and voted favourite cruise line of Britain by you, viewers of Holiday and Cruise TV, so they must be doing something right. A cruise line that has British tastes and comforts with well-known names on board and things like tea and coffee making facilities inside your stateroom. There is so much to look forward to on board a P&O Cruises ship. And to tell us more about what you can expect on board is our cruise man himself, it's Mr. John Cooper.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. Of course, P&O, a consequential Britishness. It's all the things that you love from home, the food that you love, the entertainment on board. It's comedians that you'll know and love. You know, when it gets down to the food, it really is the stuff that you love. And, you know, even the little things like the TV in the cabins. You've got a BBC channel which shows EastEnders on the same night as you see it in the UK. I bet it's the little things that mean a lot. Also, I mean, let's talk about pub prices on board. The price of the drinks on board, if you live in the south of England, they're the same price in the pub. It's incredible value for money. And wait till you see where we're going and what we're doing. I think you'll agree there is no better way to holiday with such value for money than going on a P&O cruise holiday. They are so, so good. Once you've done it, I know you'll be back. So, get your phone ready. I think we're going to tempt you.
Yes, I think we are. Now, today we're going to take you on board 3 of the ships in the P&O Cruises fleet. A little bit later on, we're going to take you around the Mediterranean on board the Azura. We've got the Canary Islands with Ventura, but we're going to start off with our first cruise holiday, and we're going here around France and Spain, and we're on board the flagship of the P&O Cruises fleet. We're on board Britannia. So let's join John for a look around.
The great thing about being on a ship like Britannia is the amount of deck space that you have. There's so much of it, and you can just relax in this area or many other areas. I'll just go and have a look at some more. Well, we may be cruising the ocean's waves, but it doesn't mean you miss out on all your favourite things. You know what? I think I'll have an Americano. Here in the Market Cafe in the centre of the atrium of the ship, this is where you get all their cheeses and also Eric Landlard's cakes as well. They do afternoon tea here, which is absolutely scrumptious. And the good thing I've heard is there are no calories at sea. Well, they say there are no calories at sea, but just in case one or two sneak on board, we've got just the answer. It's a gymnasium, and what a great fitness centre it is too, with loads of great equipment, and you can easily get started, and there's classes too. Here on Britannia, retail therapy is part of the holiday experience, with so many great brands to look at as well. And remember, it's all duty-free. One of the best parts of any P&O Cruises holiday are the excursions, because there's so many of them, and it really brings the ports alive. The destinations come to you as well. And now they've got a new touchscreen booking system. You know, I love this area of Britannia. It's serenity. It's an adult-only area of the ship where you can relax and enjoy yourself and just take it all in. And if you do have kids, they're probably having the time of their life in Reef as well. A bit like me, really. Do you know there's so much on Britannia for kids of every age? I think every family would truly, truly love a holiday here because, well, if the kids are having a good time, so are you. And on board, they also have their own puppet show. Meet Chris and Richard. Now behave yourself, boys. Do you know, if you want to find out more about the shore excursions or watch live TV, including news and sport, or watch a movie on demand or maybe a television programme on demand, you can do. It's all on the in-house TV service and it's all included. It's a lovely one, isn't it? Going on the Britannia, you saw me, I was having the time of my life there, it was great. This is Easter in France and Spain, going on the 30th of March next year for 7 nights. And we're going to be cruising on Britannia, the largest ship ever built for the British cruise market, out to Cherbourg in France. I mean, this is lovely. I always smell the cheeses and the wines from here. It's going to be truly lovely. Then we're going to cruise on into La Coruña in Spain. This is the Costa del Verde. This is in La Coruña. This is where you go to all sorts of lovely places close by and take in the culture of Spain. Then we're into Gijon. Once again, there's the tapas bars and there's the waterfront here, which is absolutely lovely. It is Spain full of history. Then we're into Bilbao with the Guggenheim Museum and so much more to celebrate. It's a mixture of old and new Spain, Bilbao. It really is lovely. And the port harbour there is gorgeous just to wander out and take in before we cruise you back into Southampton. Remember, this is a week away over Easter. 569 quid. I'd say it was a cracking deal. But I wouldn't go that way. 569 quid. For so much food. We never saw the buffet. The buffet is wonderful. And then there's the waiter service, where you have a 5-course a la carte evening meal every night. There's lunch, there's breakfast, there's room service. It's all included in the price. Wonderful shows, and of course, there's so much more going on around the ship as well. If you've got kids, they'll love it. If you haven't got kids, you'll love it. And there's so much going on. And if you want to get hold of it, there's only one number you need, and that's right there in front of you. 0800 655 6449, because I tell you right now, this is a fabulous cruise.
It is a fabulous cruise and everyone will love it. We're going away here on Good Friday, the 30th of March next year, which is right in the heart of the Easter holidays, I should say, isn't it? And you can take your Easter eggs with this one as well, eat them before they melt. Let's have a reminder of the details. So with P&O Cruises, we're on board Britannia and we're going here around France and Spain at Easter time. We're going to be cruising on the 30th of March next year out of Southampton. We're off to pretty Cherbourg first, then we're off to La Coruña. Then we're going to cruise you into Gijon, and our final stop will be Bilbao, and the Guggenheim Museum there is very impressive. I've been there a couple of times. Then we'll be cruising you back to Southampton. 7 nights on board from just £569 per person. Now that's based on 2 adults sharing an inside stateroom. If you wanted to take the kids with you, or maybe take the grandkids, or you fancied having an ocean view or a balcony, give us a call on that number and we'll quote you separately on there. It's 0800 655 6449, and you can book this today for just a low deposit, and then you know that your holiday is secured for Easter. It's your spring getaway for next year, isn't it? 7 nights on board the biggest ship built for the British market, Britannia, the flagship of the P&O Cruises fleet. If you want to get on board, it's 0800 655 6449, and we can gladly get you on board. So let's move on to our next itinerary now. We're going to be going to the Canary Islands on this itinerary, and we're going on another ship in the P&O Cruises fleet. This is on one of the large ships as well. It's on board Ventura. And what's Ventura all about? Well, I went for a look around. Welcome on board Ventura, one of the largest ships in the P&O Cruises fleet, and there is so much going on around the ship all day and all night. Whether you're cruising as a family, as a couple or as a solo traveller, there are lots of facilities going around the ship. So join me as we have a look around Ventura. Well, I've made it on board. It's time to come and explore what the accommodation is about. And P&O Cruises offer everything from inside to ocean views, balconies and even suites. Shall we have a look? I'm in an inside stateroom on board Ventura, and one of the things is there's so much space here that you could be enjoying. Plenty of storage space if you're bringing your dresses for the formal evenings on board. There's a well-equipped bathroom, and of course there's the British favourites that you'll know and love with P&O Cruises, including tea and coffee making facilities, and those British 3-pin plugs, so there's no need to bring any adapters. You can keep all your tablet devices, phones and cameras all charged. You can take pictures of all those fabulous destinations. So I've unpacked, and now it's time to discover what's going on around the ship. This is the Horizon newspaper. It's delivered every day. It will tell you what's going on around the ship from early in the morning right up until the early hours of the following morning. I'm going to have a look at what the dress code is and see what the entertainment's like this evening. So here we are in a typical balcony cabin on board. It's very similar to an interior or an ocean view, but it allows that little bit of extra room with your own balcony, which makes it very spacious and airy on board. Now it's great if you're cruising with the family. You can see here we're set up for the younger cruisers, so you know they can have a fantastic time on board. I think I'm just going to go and sit on the balcony and soak up some sunshine. Well, here we are, top deck of Ventura. There are 4 swimming pools on Ventura, so you can have a splash when you're on your cruise adventure. There are plenty of sun lounges if you fancy just chilling out by the pool with a book, with a drink in your hand. And if you need a drink, you'll find that from the Breakers Bar, which is here. And if you fancy a spot of lunch, head to the poolside grill. Do you know what? I could stay here all day. Welcome to Reef on board Ventura. This is the kids club, so much fun going on here. Now you can bring your children here, aged between 0 and 17, and they'll be divided with kids of their own age, so they'll be having fun making things, designing things, playing games and having activities all throughout the day, whilst you can be enjoying the facilities around the ship. Well, this is the retreat on board Ventura. At the front of the ship, if you fancy escaping all the hustle and bustle of the top deck, you can come here for a small cover charge and enjoy just quiet relaxation for the whole entire day. Well, this is the dining options on board, the main dining room. We've got 2 options for you here, cinnamon or saffron, where you can head to. There is club dining, which is the same table every evening at the same set time, or you can choose freedom dining, where you can come as you wish throughout the evening. But whichever time you choose, you'll always enjoy the same fantastic food. Welcome to Epicurean. This is a speciality fine dining restaurant. Now you can eat here for a cover charge from just £28 per person, and you can get some great traditional English dishes, like we've got the Devonshire white crab to start with. We can have the pork fillet for our main, and something that I'm looking forward to here, the caramelised apple crumble. Now you can also head here for afternoon tea as well, which is served here and also in the main restaurant. That's with Eric Landlards, and from just £15 per person. But make sure you pre-book it when you come on board so you don't miss out. Welcome to the Arena Theatre here on board Ventura, and what a great venue it is. It's so big. Now you can come here for the main show that takes place every evening. That could be a show that can incorporate a guest act that comes on board, a magician, a vocalist, a musician, a guest entertainer, or of course there's the resident ship band, where you can enjoy live evening entertainment. Well, sadly my time has come to an end on board Ventura, and I can't wait to get back on for my next cruise holiday. You can see she is facility rich and a great choice for all the family. P&O Cruises is all about quintessential British quality.
Oh dear me, it looked good, didn't it? It looked good. And this could be you, you know, just relaxing and enjoying yourself and having the time of your life. This is going around the Canary Islands on the 27th of November this year for 12 nights. Now, you turn up in Southampton, they take your luggage off you. The next time you see it, it's at your stateroom. And you'll saunter on board. You'll go to the buffet, you saw it there. And then we're going to cruise out. Our first port of call, Madeira. What a lovely place this is as well. All the bougainvillea cascading down the hillside, and the lovely, lovely walks. And you'll just love it. You'll just fall in love with it. Then we're into La Palma, which is a smaller of the Canary Islands, and the whole island is a national park. My next door neighbours go there on walking holidays. And then we're into Gran Canaria, which you're going to love. It's Las Palmas as well, duty-free shopping. Oh, that'll be a shame, wouldn't it? Then we're into Lanzarote. The Blue Lagoon here in Arrecife is lovely. But then again, the Timon Fire National Park is gorgeous as well to have a look around there. Incredible views. Then we're into Lisbon, the capital of Portugal. Once again, so much to see, so much to do before we cruise you back into Southampton. £749. That is right. 12 nights away for £749. Now, you saw the quality of the ship when Richard was on board. You saw the sort of food that you can be eating. You saw the things that you can be doing. There are West End style shows every single night. There are great big acts on board as well. Acts that you'll know and love. I mean, say, acts that I've seen on P&O Cruises. Jimmy James and the Vagabonds. Now is the time. Fabulous. I couldn't believe they were on board. Who else was here? A good old friend of mine, John Clegg. Remember? He could run us up in Britain's Got Talent a couple of years back. It's just names that you know and love. And then there's names that you wouldn't have heard of, but they're so funny. One of the funniest comedian magicians I've ever seen was on a P&O ship. It was really hilarious. But it's all aimed at the British market, you see. It's all aimed at the British market. And that's the good thing about it. And to be going away here, this is the time of year when it's just getting a bit yucky, isn't it? It's like the first week of December, when it's getting a bit yucky. And I'm thinking as well, seeing you're in the Canary Islands, why don't you get your juicy freeze for Christmas? You can take the horse to water, but, why not? And remember, because you're not flying, there's no one checking any weights. So, no, that suitcase is 23 kilos. None of that. If you can carry it, bring it on. That's what's so good about this holiday. And I think with the great accommodation, the fabulous food, the wonderful accommodation and food, you're really going to love it. If you want it, you dial that number and we'll do the rest. If you've got any questions, that's what we're here for. Give us a call. We'll give you the answers.
I tell you what's great about this cruise is the price of it, £749 per person. This is working out under £65 per person per night. Let's have a reminder of the details so you don't miss out on any of them and you can get yourself on board. So with P&O Cruises on board Ventura, we're off around the Canary Islands here on the 27th of November this year for 12 nights. So you're looking at the last few days of November and the first week of December really on this one. We're going to be cruising out of Southampton, then we're off to Madeira, La Palma, Gran Canaria, then we're off to Lanzarote, Lisbon, and then back to Southampton. 12 nights on board from just £749 per person. That's based on an inside room on board. If you fancied an ocean view or a balcony, give us a call and we'll quote you on that separately. But if you just want to be on board in an inside room, that's the price you see on screen there, from £749 per person, which works out at under £65 per person per night. And if you try to get a hotel in Madeira for that price or a hotel in Lisbon for that price, you'd probably struggle with that one. But think of what's included, your food, your entertainment as well, and all that wonderful accommodation. 0800 655 6449 will get you through to us here at Vision Cruise with the cruise experts when it comes to cruising, and any questions you've got, give us a call and we'll go through them with you, and we want to get you on board. Now let's move on to our next featured cruise now, and we're going away in 2018 for this itinerary. We're going around the Western Mediterranean, and this is on board another ship in the fleet. We're on board the Azura. Now this is a sister ship to Ventura, so the facilities you see here will be similar on board, but let's have a look at what you can be seeing.
Yeah, this is the atrium. They do ballroom dancing there of an evening as well. It really is lovely. Look at that, Costa Coffee. You see, it's all the brands and things that you love and you know. That's what's so good about going on a P&O cruise. A friend of mine went on their first P&O cruise, and after a couple of days they said, John, I just don't know how they're doing this for the money. I just don't know how they're doing it for the money. This is the standard inside stateroom. Look how much space you've got for luggage. Look at the bathroom with the white company linen, the white linen company. Smelly's there. Tea and coffee makers, these 13 amp plugs. It's all the stuff that you love from home. You know, when you think you don't even have to change your plugs. Look at this. This is lovely, isn't it? This is your ocean view. And then there's your balconies. If you want to treat yourself, well, why not? Well, we only come around once, don't we? Do you know what I mean? Look at this. Top deck, in the sunshine. Maybe a beer at the bar. Well, why not? Or a cocktail or two. Or three, or four. It's lovely. The whole idea of this is really, really good. And wait till you see where you go. We're going to be going around the Mediterranean, which is lovely. On top deck of lunchtime as well, they have like a snack area where they do pizzas and burgers and stuff like that. Or you can go to the main restaurant and tuck in there as well. An adult-only area on top deck too, where you can relax, knowing that the little dears are in their kids club having the time of their lives as well, while you're relaxing and enjoying it. See, this is the sort of fine dining establishment which just comes as norm. Where you're going to be having fine dining every night. There's the pubs as well, which are great. They sell all the British ales and great entertainment, including pub quizzes. If you like pub quizzes, you'll love this. So this is the Azura going around the Western Mediterranean on the 13th of April. Next year, the day before a significant date in the diary, for 14 nights. We're going to be cruising out from Southampton. And our first port of call is Alicante in Spain, which you're just going to love Alicante. You can go to Benidorm for the day, or the theme parks there. Or there's a great big galleon, a Spanish galleon in the port, which you're going to have a rummage around as well. Then we're into Barcelona. There is so much to see and do in Barcelona. Why don't you go for a day trip to Montserrat and the Champagne Caves? That'll be a bit different, wouldn't it? And then we're off to Toulon in the south of France. Once again, an incredible port, great big navy port as well. So you see all the French naval ships there as well. Then we're into La Spezia in Italy. This has got a lovely little town on top there, and with all little coloured houses. Or you can go to the Leaning Tower of Pisa while you're there too. Then we're into Civitavecchia. This is the port for Rome, which you're just going to fall in love with. Vatican and all those sort of things. Lovely. Then we're across the Mediterranean into Cartagena in Spain on the Costa Tropical. Yeah, this is where it really does get tropical. It's lovely too. And the Roman amphitheatre walls there too. Then we're into Gibraltar. Duty free, of course, and all British pounds sterling, English spoken, and of course you can go up to the top of the rock, see the Burberry Apes, and then we're going to cruise you back into Southampton. 14 nights away, the second half of April, going around the Mediterranean for a fortnight. £899. £899. This is silly money. This is silly. It shouldn't be this price. It shouldn't be this price. Be honest with me. I mean, I've worked in travel a long, long time. Since Adam was a lad, you know. And I see the value for money you're getting these days. It truly is exceptional. Go and have a look in the brochures. Go and have a look in the brochures and see if you can find a 4-star hotel anywhere in Spain, Greece, or anywhere like that, Portugal, with waiter service for a price like that for 14 nights. You won't find it. You won't find it. That is the value for money this offers, with 5-course evening meals, snacks, tea and coffee when you want throughout the day. It's all there for you. All you have to do is dial that number, and you know what? We'll do the rest.
We will. It's as simple as that. And talking about value for money, that price of just £899 per person is working out at under £65 per person per night. And when you break that down and consider, you know, if you go to a land-based holiday and you bought your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner, you went out to a show in the evening, how much you'd be paying, you can see this represents great value for money at under £65 per person per night. Let's have a reminder of the details of this offer going around the Western Mediterranean on board Azura. Now, we're going away here on the 13th of April next year for 14 nights. Cruising out to Southampton, we're off to Alicante as our first port of call. You could choose to go to Benidorm here for the day maybe. You've got all the coastline of beaches. Then it's on to Barcelona. Then we're going to cruise you into Toulon, which pretty Toulon there. You can go to Provence for the day maybe. Then we're on to La Spezia, you can go to Pisa. Then we're on to Civitavecchia, where you could go to Rome for the day. And then we're off to Cartagena with all its impressive amphitheatre theatre there and all its old walls. Then we're into Gibraltar, where you can go duty-free shopping, go inside the rock itself, go up the rock as well, go and see the apes. Then we're back to Southampton, so you've got 14 nights from just £899 per person, which is working out at under £65 per person per night, which is incredible value for money. Now, this is based on an interior stateroom if you wanted to have an ocean view or a balcony. All you have to do is just pick up the phone, or you want to book your place on board, give us a call on 0800 655 6449 and we'll get you booked on board. But we haven't finished with you just yet. It's time now for our quick picks.
And we're starting off this time round on the Oceania, going to Spain and Portugal on the 29th of October this year for 10 nights. From Southampton to La Coruña, Cadiz, Malaga on the Costa del Sol, Gibraltar, Lisbon and then back into Southampton. £669. I'll do the maths on you for that one. It's under £70 a night.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? Under £70 a night, and you could be on board. Incredible value for money. 0800 655 6449, and we'll get you involved in that holiday. Then we're moving on to Britannia, going to the Canary Islands on the 4th of September this year for 12 nights. From Southampton, we're going to La Coruña, then Madeira, La Palma, Gran Canaria, Lanzarote, Cadiz, and then back into Southampton. 12 nights on the biggest ship ever built for the British cruise market for just £979. Incredible value for money. 0800 655 6449, and we'll get you on board with that one too. Then we're on the Aurora with P&O Cruises to France and Spain in October half term this year for 7 nights, 22nd of October. We're going for 7 nights, I'd say, from Southampton to La Coruña, Bilbao, La Rochelle, Cherbourg and back into Southampton, all for £599. £599. If you want that or any of these deals or any other P&O deal, just give us a call. 0800 655 6449 and we'll get you on board.
Now, if we've whetted your appetite for a P&O Cruises holiday, but you've not seen the itinerary you want or the right time of year, do go to our website at visioncruise.co.uk, where you'll find more itineraries and more ships with P&O Cruises, and we've got itineraries on sale right now for this year and for next year as well, so we'll get you on board. Or, of course, just give us a call on that number at the bottom of the screen. Sadly, that's all we've got time for. Me and John will be back real soon with more great deals from Vision Cruise and P&O Cruises.
Yeah, from me, Richard, carry on cruising.
You've been watching a commercial presentation on behalf of Vision Cruise.